In 2003, the automotive world was buzzing with excitement as Dodge introduced the Neon SRT-4, a car that was designed to go head-to-head with the long-standing champion of compact performance, the Honda Civic Si. With a turbocharged engine, aggressive styling, and a focus on raw power, the Neon SRT-4 promised to shake up the market. But how did it stack up against the Civic Si and its other competitors like the Subaru Impreza WRX? In today's video, we'll break down the battle between these compact performance cars and see who really came out on top. Let's dive into the 2005 Neon SRT-4, the Honda Civic Si, and the Subaru WRX, comparing their performance, design, and legacy. The rise of the Neon SRT-4. The Dodge Neon had long been considered a low-budget, entry-level compact sedan. First introduced in 1995, it competed with the likes of the Toyota Corolla and Ford Escort, offering affordable transportation for budget-conscious buyers. But by the early 2000s, Dodge had a bold idea. Take the humble Neon and turn it into a performance machine. This concept birthed the Neon SRT-4, which was created by Dodge's performance division, Street and Racing Technology, SRT. The car was designed to appeal to a younger generation of drivers who craved speed and style, and Dodge made sure to give it a powerful engine, aggressive looks, and performance tuning to compete directly with cars like the Honda Civic Si and Subaru WRX. The Neon SRT-4 wasn't just about adding a turbocharger to a regular Neon. It was a complete overhaul of the model, with new suspension components, upgraded brakes, and a sportier interior. Dodge even made sure the styling reflected its performance aspirations. The front end drew inspiration from the Dodge Viper, giving it a distinctive look that was aggressive and sporty. With its turbocharged 2.4-liter inline-4 engine, the Neon SRT-4 was capable of producing 230 horsepower and 250 lb-ft of torque, numbers that put it firmly in the performance compact class. The Honda Civic Si. The Honda Civic Si had been around for nearly 2 decades by the time 2005 rolled around. With a reputation for reliability and fun-to-drive performance, the Civic Si was the go-to choice for enthusiasts who wanted a practical daily driver that still delivered thrilling performance. The 2005 Civic Si was equipped with a 2.0-liter naturally aspirated inline-4 engine, producing 160 horsepower and 132 lb-ft of torque. While these numbers may seem modest compared to the Neon SRT-4, the Civic Si was renowned for its high-revving engine and its engaging driving dynamics. The Civic Si was never about brute force. It was about precision. The engine in the 2005 Si revved eagerly up to 8,000 RPM, providing a thrilling driving experience for those who love to push their cars to the limit. Although it wasn't the fastest car in a straight line, the Civic Si made up for it with its tight handling, well-balanced chassis, and precise steering. The 2005 Si was a fun, if not overly powerful, car that still offered respectable performance, and its reputation for reliability made it a top choice for those who wanted a car that could do it all, be fast, fun, and dependable. The Subaru Impreza WRX. The Subaru Impreza WRX has always been the alternative to the mainstream. With its all-wheel drive system and rally heritage, the WRX was a unique proposition in the compact performance car market. While the Neon SRT-4 and Civic Si were focused on front-wheel drive performance, the WRX offered a completely different experience with its all-wheel drive system, making it especially appealing for drivers in colder climates or those who wanted more stability in all-weather conditions. The 2005 Subaru Impreza WRX was powered by a 2.0-liter turbocharged flat-4 engine, producing 227 horsepower and 217 lb-ft of torque. While its numbers were similar to the Neon SRT-4, the WRX had a very different driving dynamic thanks to its all-wheel drive system, which provided more grip and traction, especially in cornering and in wet or snowy conditions. The WRX was a great all-around performer, offering impressive handling and traction in various driving conditions, but it wasn't quite as fast in a straight line as the Neon SRT-4. Still, its combination of power and all-weather capability made it a strong contender in the performance compact market. Comparing performance. Now, let's break down how these 3 cars performed in a more direct comparison. First, let's talk about acceleration. The Neon SRT-4 was by far the quickest in this group. Thanks to its turbocharged 2.4-liter inline-4 engine, it could go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 5.3 seconds, a blistering time that put it ahead of both the Civic Si and the Subaru WRX. The Civic Si, with its naturally aspirated engine, was slower, taking 7.6 seconds to hit 60 miles per hour, while the Subaru WRX posted a time of 6.2 seconds thanks to its turbocharged engine and all-wheel drive, but it still trailed the Neon SRT-4 in outright acceleration. In terms of quarter-mile performance, the Neon SRT-4 continued to dominate. It ran the quarter-mile in 13.9 seconds at 103 miles per hour, leaving both the Civic Si and Subaru WRX in the dust. The Civic Si's 15.2-second quarter-mile time was slower by a noticeable margin, while the WRX came in at 13.9 seconds at 99 miles per hour, putting it on par with the SRT-4 in terms of track performance, but still trailing it in speed. Finally, let's talk about top speed. The Neon SRT-4 had the highest top speed in this group, reaching an impressive 153 miles per hour, which outpaced both the Civic Si's 136 miles per hour and the WRX's 130 miles per hour. While the WRX had the advantage in handling and traction due to its all-wheel drive system, the Neon SRT-4 was faster in every straight-line performance metric. The trade-offs. While the Neon SRT-4 had the edge in terms of pure performance, it wasn't without its flaws. Many owners complained about the cheap interior materials and the less-than-refined build quality. The dashboard had a very simple, almost utilitarian design, and the interior trim pieces often felt flimsy. In fact, many reviewers criticized the car for its cheap build, which was a significant contrast to the more refined interiors of the Civic Si and the Subaru WRX. Furthermore, the Neon SRT-4 had some reliability issues, with motor mounts that tended to fail prematurely and axle shafts that were prone to bending. These mechanical quirks were problematic for many owners who expected a little more durability from a performance car. The Civic Si, on the other hand, offered a much more polished experience. While it wasn't as fast as the Neon SRT-4, it was much more refined inside, with better materials, a more comfortable ride, and a reputation for reliability that the Neon SRT-4 couldn't match. The Civic Si's suspension was tuned to provide a great balance between handling and comfort, making it an excellent daily driver. Its engine, although slower in terms of raw horsepower, provided a high-revving joy that made it a blast to drive, especially in tight corners or twisty back roads. The Subaru WRX, with its all-wheel drive system, offered superior grip and handling, especially in adverse weather. However, it came at a higher price point and didn't offer the same level of straight-line performance as the Neon SRT-4. The WRX was also known for having a somewhat harsh ride compared to the Civic Si, but its rally-inspired heritage made it a unique offering in the market. Legacy and conclusion. So, which of these three cars is the best? Well, that depends on what you're looking for. If you wanted the fastest car for the money, the Neon SRT-4 was hands down the winner. Its performance, especially in terms of acceleration and top speed, was unmatched in this price range. However, the Civic Si and Subaru WRX offered more refinement, better reliability, and, for some, more well-rounded driving experiences. Looking at the legacy of these cars today, the Neon SRT-4 has become somewhat of a forgotten gem. With only 25,000 units produced between 2003 and 2005, it's a rare sight on the road today, but it has earned a small following of enthusiasts who appreciate its raw power and the thrills it offered. The Honda Civic Si, with its long history and strong reputation, remains one of the most beloved sport compact cars of all time. And the Subaru WRX has become a legendary nameplate, with a loyal fan base and a strong presence in motorsports. In the end, each of these cars brought something unique to the table. Whether you were looking for straight-line speed, handling, or reliability, there was a performance compact for everyone. Thanks for tuning in to this breakdown of the Neon SRT-4, Honda Civic Si, and Subaru WRX. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and let us know which of these cars you would have chosen back in the day.